Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15551. It's the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Live Oaks, and it's under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. And we're featuring two replays by 73north. So let's see how he gets on in the Tier 8 French. 155mm howitzer, capable of 680 alpha, 45mm of pen, 7.6 meters on the burst radius, and 12.15 seconds to 27 seconds of stun. Now he's aimed it for the middle of town, just in case somebody spots one of the enemies making their way in. Nothing yet. Only that T-71 DA has been seen near the lake, but he's retreating. I think he got what he wanted, which was the first spot on a lot of our guys, so he could pick up a scout medal. Okay, we've marked the ground in the town to try and say to that BZ-176, can you spot the enemy over there for us, please? If he suddenly... Oh, somebody's moving, and I think somebody's about to go past. They do, but we're not firing, at least not yet. And there's more damage going on, which means another tank's about to cross that gap. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get anything there. There might have been a tank on that corner, but if he was, he's been warned away. The IS is the only one. Oh, no, we've got another one now. TNH 105-1000. That might be the one who was actually doing the destruction a little while back. Standard reload for this Arty is, I recall, 28 seconds. 28.76. And we can see here that 73north has got 23.83. Almost reloaded. Only trouble is now there's two of our tanks going after the same guy, and rounds out. Oh, well, that worked in our favour because there was no damage against our teammates and the TNH did go down. So masses of stun assist off that one as well. Now we're loading a stun round. It's just having a look. Oh, there's somebody we can hit. And it's somebody who's backing away. It's a Samur SM. Rounds out. Bit late. Yep. Could tell it was a bit late. It's got a reasonably fast reload, this Arty, so I don't think he'll have a problem getting another shot at this guy. Oh, just took a massive hit. It would have been lovely if we'd had that one with a bit of stun. Rounds out. This should be the wreck, yes. And it's tracked him. He's fixed his tracks, but he's now receiving fire from our guys. He got rid of his stun fairly quickly, but we did get some stun assist, so at least we got something out of it. Okay, looking a bit further back, it looks like he's scrolling his aim all the way down. You can make it much quicker. Oh, he did move quickly there to his next target. So he does know the process of actually moving quickly using the control key. Okay, SU 130 PM, rounds out. That looked fairly good because it looked as if it was close to the SU 130 PM. Changing position. He hasn't moved much so far this battle. Now he's looking to the yard at the back of the station. Now, the idea here is to actually look for any signs that the enemy tank has moved through the backyard. Normally that would be boxes knocked over, the vehicle destroyed. Of course, the other thing that will actually determine if they've been there is if there's tracer coming from that area. He's reached the side of the map. Now we're 3 up on the enemy so far. Going back to that yard again. Enemy cap area. Our AMX 1357 is making a quick run across the center of the lake. And he spotted 2 already. 3, I think. Well, the CS 1:30 PM as well. And he spotted these guys. Well, we just saw the tracer coming from the enemy Arty. So he's trying to get a shot. Oh, no, that was a shot from the SU or the GW Panther on our team. So he got a very accurate shot there, but it was the MX CDC who actually took the kill. Scrolling across slowly. Much easier to go directly to the target using the control key. Rounds out the Kunstpanzer. Lands in front of him, but he did get some stun, and now he's picking up stun assist. Guy's moving about quite a lot. He's scrolling his aim across the screen. Note the building gets in the way. Bit late to shoot there. The guy's trying to go after our KB3. Round south. I think that was down to the lone rescue. The rescue was a bit big when he shot, and I think it suddenly expanded, and that's why the shell went nowhere near the Kunstpanzer. But the Kunstpanzer has killed the KB3. And unfortunately, on this side of the battlefield, he's the next one to that Kunstpanzer. And our AMX 1357's cutting across the town, trying to intercept that guy as he's on his way over this side. So, yes, I think we've decided we're going to change position. Because if we're too close to that guy, when he comes this way, we could be the one he kills next. AMX 1357's cutting straight across. We're a bit too close to the hill, and we did get spotted. And there's the Kunstpanzer. Again, he's scrolling very slowly, and he's on an upward-facing hill, which shortens his short range. So he can't get short-range shots because he's just too close to the hill, and the gun's pointing upwards. You've got to remember not to do that. If you try to shoot short range when you're on an upslope, you won't be able to. The gun won't be able to depress enough. Well, he got that shot into the side of the Kunstpanzer, but it didn't kill him, and now he needs to change position to avoid getting shot at. But he's doing it. Trouble is now his gun's on an upslope again, so he can't shoot at the Kunstpanzer, but there's rescue coming in from the MX CDC. Unfortunately, they will get the kill, and that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a first-class tanker for 73 North of the WTWW clan in the Lorraine 15551. He also managed to get his first mark of excellence out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 9, and he also managed to get a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, at least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And he got a win rate of 983, which is good to stroke fair, but it's not great. And I think that's down to the fact he wasn't getting a whole lot of actual damage. He was getting more stun assists out of that game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see the highest damage in this game actually went to the Kunstpanzer. He picked up a high caliber and 3,515 hit points of damage. Second highest damage to the BZ-176 on our team with 3,074. And the third highest damage went to the MX CDC, who got a Confederate and 2,927 hit points. We can see that, 73 North got 974 hit points of damage. So not a lot compared to the guys at the top of the tree. And well down the table on the enemy team as well. If we look at this and we say 6 players on the enemy team managed to get more hit points than he did. And it's 7 on his own team. So he's actually in 14th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, the high scorers were the CDC, who managed to get 3. So did the Skoda T56. Oh, they're actually in second place, because the top scorer was Kunstpanzer, 4 kills. Then it's the CDC and the T56. And in third place, we've got the Shriv 1030, the Scorpion, and the SU 101. And on the enemy team, just their Super Hellcat got 2 kills. I'm afraid, yes, 73north didn't get any kills at all in the game, but that did help to get the Confederate medal. And when it came to base XP, he's right at the top, because he did get a lot of basic stun assists. 983 went to 73north, 967 went to the CDC, and 953 went to the Scorpion. He fired 11 rounds, got 2 direct hits, but none of them penetrated, 10 splash. Damage of 974 hit points, of which 666 were at more than 300 meters. So some close range shooting on the Kunstpanzer. Damage 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 2,694 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. And that means he actually got combined damage of 3,600 overall, close to 3,700. And he also got that off 10 stuns. On a free player account, he made a loss of 5,405 credits, mostly down to the fact there wasn't enough damage for actual damage done, and 983 base XP. So yes, it wasn't great for actual damage, but he is showing consistency, and so he has got his first mark of excellence. And if he keeps going the way he is, then obviously he will get more and more damage as time goes by. So that's the end of the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one. The second replay is in the GW Tiger P, and we're on the north spawn of Malinovka, and he's got the 17 centimeter. Game on. Well, if you've got the muzzle brake, you've definitely got the 17 centimeter howitzer, which is the stock gun for the GW. 750 Alpha, 44mm pen, 8.5 meters on the burst radius, between 12.5 and 28 seconds of stun. He's called his one Greta. Is it because it's annoying, small, and makes whining noises? I don't know. But if it was Swedish, I would definitely call it Greta and hope that somebody spanks it every now and then. Oh dear, is that showing my bias? I think it is. Be very careful, don't get too close to the edge here, because it is easy enough to fall off that edge. I've seen Dr. Nix do it. Yes, rather funny actually. He included that in his video. Oh, don't fire and look away. You give away information. All you're doing is actually firing, and you're not checking to see if you hit anything. And you won't know if you've hit something unless you keep watching. As I've said many times to people, if you look away and fire, or if you fire and then look away so we don't get any information, we can't use your videos. It's simple as that. And people have asked why we continue to do videos for people who keep looking away. Well, as I've said, we've already banned one person. We will ban more if they keep doing it. So please do not do it. Rounds out. It fell short, but it was in the right neighborhood. It might have done some damage to the tank as it was making its way up. Now, the good thing about the stock gun is it does have a slightly faster fire rate. The standard reload, 28.76 seconds. And you can see here, the reload time, 26.22. And he's got a hit on the Centurion 7-1. 345 hit points. It's not showing up on the log at all. Oh, it does. Sorry, it is saying Centurion 7-1. Good. I find the key on Malinovka battles is to try and get as much damage as you can on these enemy tanks right up on top of the hill. Make their life really difficult as they're trying to take our guys. Rams out. Another direct hit. You can just keep pummeling them, and your teammates are seeing these shells rain down on top of them. It really does encourage them if they know that their teammates are working to help them. Also does help a great deal if you actually notify them by marking which tank you're actually aiming for. So put the reticule over the target and press the T key, and that should tell you which one to go for. Now we've lost all our tanks that are up the hill. The nearest one we've got to the enemy now is the Leopard 1. He's right on the tree line. This is a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it, and they're starting to come off the hill. They're using the edge of the hill to slide down into this low ground because they're safe. They're safe so long as there's no Arty in the game. And yes, unfortunately, the Centurion's been hit again, so he's probably feeling really upset. And we've got a tank hiding behind a wreck. Well, that's not going to work. 50 TP. You're about to get anointed. Oh, no, we've decided we've got a bigger target. It's a Jaeger. He's turned up behind the bush. Rounds out. 214 from the shot. And stun assist on top of that. Now, we're 2 down on the enemy at the moment. They seem to have a lot of tanks up the hill. And they are gaining ground on us. Okay, they are closer. Unfortunately, we're not getting the spotting that we deserve. Rounds out. Lands in front of the 60 TP, or the 50 TP. And he does go down, so at least we got some stun assist there. Or did we? It's not showing at all. So maybe we didn't. Okay, the enemy tanks are now being spotted, but our team are being very, very, well, hapsadaisical, I suppose is the wrong word. They're lacking any consistency with their spotting. We can't see any targets now, but we know there's a Jaeger there. Yeah, he's just been respotted. He was tracked. Problematical is the word I was looking for, I think. You know, if you can't get it consistently, you don't know what to do next. That's a good hit. 338. Under these circumstances, when the tank's literally hiding behind the wreck and they're immobile, that's when the armor-piercing rounds do come in very handy. Unfortunately, the armor on the Jaeger is actually kind of thick, so it's really difficult to get through. That's where the extra HE, the non-stun HE, can also be useful. That's a good hit. 291 and stun assist. Oh, we just got stunned by the enemy Arty. Did you hear the roar as they fired at us? It's an FP207 on the enemy team. So he's going to be able to fire very shortly. And we have picked up more stun assist on the Jaeger, who's right on the verge of death. 1 round should be enough. We don't have to fire it because he goes down to the Sharp Future. But we were spotted for our position. But the enemy Arty's not firing at us anymore. He's actually firing at our teammates. Trying to get a shot on the Centurion. He did get a hit there. Or did he? I think he did, yes. I think he hit the Centurion. The Arty's firing at us again. And missing. So this is not a good game. Because the enemy is pressuring us. We're now 3 down on the enemy. Now he can get a shot there. And he does. 125 right off the front of the XM. The enemy's just lost the Centurion. Got to remember the... Oh, we've lost another one, so we're still 3 down. We're very close to the edge as well. He's finding it difficult to get a shot in there because that guy's in a dip and trying to lob the shell over the dip down into the target. Well, you've got to tease the line over the target and watch for that red line to appear like that. And that shows you're on target. The enemy Arty's still trying to get at us. They're firing at us specifically. So far, 73 North is not having to move away, but he's not relocating after each shot. And sooner or later, they will get it right. And when they do, we will suffer damage. The enemy are now closing in from all sides. Okay, SU-130PM, primary target. Ideally want to get a shot into him because we'll get penetration. The XM's still there. He's got heavy armor, so it's very difficult to get through him. And that one hit the ground near him, but not close enough to get damage. And although our teammates are getting shots on him, we've lost our last defender on this side of the map. And now it's just the GSAW 1010. And somebody is in our cap area. I'm afraid there's only 2 left on our team, and they're not bothering to cap because they're coming for the kills. We might get a shot at this SU-130. We fire the round. Oh, we got him! He did pen him. But sadly, no, don't do this. Do not drown yourself. Now, he did get spotted. Well, he did drown one of the enemy. But he took a round from the T-28 and he is out of action. Here's the end of battle report, and it is an ace tanker for 73 North of the WTWW clan. It's even actually a first-class tanker. But I have problems with the way he played the last few moments of the game, and I'll explain that later. He also got a Bruce medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 6. And he got a Gauss medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. His win rate in the game was 4,405, which is Super Unicum standard. But I'm not too happy about the way he died because I think he was trying to lure the enemy in so he could drown them one by one. But it made it look to the enemy like he was trying to drown himself and deny them the points. And that's what was actually causing them to rush towards him to get the kill. In the end, he was actually killed by an enemy tank. It says destroyed by shot by this guy, number 71. And if we look at his details, where are you? There he is, the T-28 prototype. So yes, he did actually get killed by an enemy tank. He wasn't drowned. But we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game there, just didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, which is why he didn't get the high caliber. 3,583 hit points went to 73 North. 3,498 went to the SU-130PM on the enemy team. And 3,138 hit points went to the Progetto 65 on the enemy team. So at least he got the highest damage. When it went to kills, we can see the XM66F got 5 kills. 3 kills went to the SU-130PM on our own team. 2 kills went to the CS52 Liss, the Sharp Future 4, and on the enemy team, the Progetto 65, the Leopard Prototype A, and the BZ176. And you can see 73 North did get 1 kill in the game, and it was the SU-130PM. It was a very good shot, actually, all things considered. He did look away, technically speaking, after he shot, but you could see the enemy because he was close enough that we actually saw the hit on the enemy, which actually reduced him to 0 hit points. So he did get a wipeout. He probably got a penetration shot on that guy. We can just check that now to see, did he penetrate him? Yes, he did. Look at that. 696 hit points from 1 penetrating shot. Going back to the details, we can see, well, it's not details, the team scores rather. When it came to base XP, we can see that the enemy got that with 1,395 going to the XM66F, 990 going to the BZ176, and 986 going to the SU-130PM. And of course, we can see 73 North did get the highest base XP on his team with 690, which is actually very good for a losing battle. He fired 17 rounds. It's a lot of ammunition. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. We know that was the SU-130PM. That's why I always say they make fantastic targets, because they are so penetrable. And if you do get a penetration, you normally get a fairly good roll with it as well. 13 splashes, 3,583 hit points, of which 3,453 were at more than 300 meters. I guess that might have been the damage caused to the enemy tank that went over the edge, rolled into the water, and it counts as ram damage. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot, and it killed him. That was the T-28 prototype. And 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty that got very close, but didn't actually do any damage to him. Just stunned him in that game. So he did get close to that FB207. He just couldn't get the shot on target. 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 2,258 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. It's why he did so well and got the ace tanker out of that one. He really did. Their combined damage, you're looking at, what is it, 5,600, near enough, yeah. So it's a lot of damage. It's just, unfortunately, the rest of the team were absolutely terrible. If we come to credits, we can see on a premium count, he actually made 34,294 credits for the game. He did get the Courageous Resistance, and it's quite nice. And he also picked up 1,621 experience points out of that, including Courageous Resistance, because, of course, he got an epic medal out of that game as well. So that's the end of battle results. Now, just really, basically, the reason why I'm critical about what actually happened at the end of the game is that when enemy tank players see a tank or an Arty trying to drown itself, they immediately assume that all Arty players drown themselves and suicide at the end of the game, just to be spiteful and to deny them the extra credits they would get from killing all the enemy team members. And of course, not all Arty players are dishonorable. Most Arty players, myself included, will fight to the bitter end and will try and take as many hit points off the enemy as we can. And we're not going to be classed as somebody who's deliberately trying to drown themselves. And so it's a bit of a slur on your own name if somebody does drown themselves and then they refer to all Arty as being drowners and that all Arty suicide in water. And I've even seen it happen today, that a member of on Honest Gaming playing an Arty, it was Steve Walst himself, actually, I don't mind saying that. At the end of the battle, when they basically had the battle won, what did he do? He dived off a cliff into the water. And there was no reason for him to do that, but it's a slur on all Arty players. He's encouraging Arty hate. And I don't like Arty hate. I think it's awful, because Arty players are their best friends. We're the guys who can actually help you win games. And we want to help you to win games, because then we win the games as well. But if you immediately say, oh, all Arty players are really nasty people, that hurts me, because we're not. We're trying our best. So please don't do anything which actually encourages enemy or the other team to think that you're just trying to suicide to deny them the credits, because I can understand in this case, it looked like you were trying to drown them, because one guy came at you, tried to jump on top of you, and he fell over sideways and drowned, or at least he would have. But please try not to do anything that looks like you're trying to drown yourself, because otherwise it can be very embarrassing for other people, because we don't like being accused of being nasty players when we're not. We're good players. So I hope you've got that in mind. It was a first ace tanker, but probably not the way I would have wanted to earn it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.